All right, everybody. I want to show you my solution here just so that you can see what to expect. So I'm going to open clustering test 1, which is these cubes. And I'm going to run my clustering algorithm, and I'm going to search for 3 clusters. And this should work. If your algorithm is working, it should probably actually separate them. Depending on how you've done it, maybe sometimes it wouldn't, and you can run it a couple of times because you're initializing your centers randomly. You might expect to get different outputs with different runs because you're starting from different places. But if you're actually iterating long enough, I think you should probably get it segmenting the 3 images correctly. What I wanted to point out, though, is what happened. Well, okay, so let's run it on the car images now. So same thing. If I search for 3 clusters, this should work. So I'm getting the clusters that I'm expecting, and it seems to be associating the noise pixels sort of to the right images in the way that a human would. Here's what I wanted to point out, though. Let's open this taller cubes one. This looks like it's really kind of the same as the first one, but you'll notice there's a small amount of noise, white noise, in the upper part and right here. So if I try and recognize 3 clusters, well, that doesn't work. That's clustered all of these as 1. This is 1, and this is another. Let's do it again. 3 clusters, and sort of it's weirdly said this cube plus part of this cube is 1 cluster, and this blue is a second, and then this stuff up here is a third. So if you guess the wrong number of clusters, it's going to return results that are very strange. So let's say I'm trying to find 4 clusters in this image. Now it's doing something sensible. We've got 1 cluster for each of the cubes, and then a 4th cluster that's kind of all this noise up here. Maybe it seems weird to call all this noise up here a cluster. Maybe it makes more sense to say we've got 1, 2, 3 clusters up here. So maybe I'm going to search for 6 or 7 or 8 clusters. But if you do that, let's search for 6 clusters. Again, this is kind of not the result we'd be hoping for. Maybe 7 clusters. No, not really the result I'm hoping for. 8 clusters, kind of not the result I'm hoping for. So I've said that these algorithms are a little bit fragile. Like you have to, or they're not very robust. Like or at least the way that we've made them, in the kind of naive way, they're not very robust. You could try and do things that would pre-process the image or have it try and guess what's the appropriate number of blobs, but I'm just trying to point out that you can have a correctly implemented algorithm and still be getting unexpected results because of how it works on images that have noise in them. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I hope your thing has come out well. Good luck.